This podcast is brought to you by Fandom Spotlight. Check us out at fandomspotlight.com. Have fun and follow your fandom.
Last time on Dragon Ball for Life.
Alright, good brother Trav. You already know how we do. 10 seconds on the clock. No context. Recap. Are you ready, sir?
Get to it.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Goku and Vegeta train, but not really. The Pasta Gang show up to Earth, get captured. Goku finds out about Mirror's true identity. Not really. That's it.
Time. Had 2 seconds. Had 2 seconds left to spare.
Pretty easy chapter to recap because it really ain't shit happening.
Facts. Hell, the recap for this upcoming chapter is gonna be like, niggas
right.
Rise and grind, or whatever cheesy shit they be saying.
Rising.
Anime. Grand Rising. Anime, we have your attention. Please and welcome to another episode of Dragon Ball Full Life, where you come for the content, but you stay for the culture. That's right, we talking Goku and Soul Food. Supreme Kai wearing Supreme clothing. Some EBT mixed in with our DBS, covering manga and anime for people who might owe a little money to Sally Mae. As always, we are your hosts, the Fusion Dance Dons, aka the main gods. I am Bro G, the Prince of All Saiyans, Mr. Matty Ice, here with my good brother, the Oob to my Majin Buu, Mr. Troto Trav. Talk to the people, Trav.
I mean, you know me. I stay chillin' and love thy women like Krillin. What's going on? It's the kid Troto Trav, aka Saiyan A. Smith, here to break down another chapter of Dragon Ball Super.
Y'all already snowed though, so we promised y'all. And if you remember from last week, Trav got a little overzealous
right.
and started covering.
I said, "Oh, we better get
chapter.
to it."
Started covering this chapter last week because a lot happens in this one. So it's a lot of action, a lot of fast pace. So it's probably a bit of a shorter episode than last week because we had so much time to fill.
Right, we're like, all right, this happened, and then all right.
Is the last chapter really was Goku had a conversation, Vegeta had a conversation.
Right, exactly.
We're done. Well, let's just dive right into this action-packed chapter 53, Sagambo's Galactic Bandit Brigade. That's actually not a bad title.
Yeah, I did fuck with that. I did fuck with that. I'll say that.
Not mad at that title at all. So as Trav so eloquently put out in our last 10-second recap, not much happened last week, but we cut back to do they still call it Kami's Lookout? Are they like disrespecting Dende? I don't think it's ever been changed to like Dende's Lookout.
No, it hasn't. It's been just either Kami's Lookout or the Lookout. They have not added Dende's name to it at all. So I mean, he might need to have a quick 5 minutes with Toriyama because he disrespecting him like crazy.
Fact, Popo should be HR. Like he need to like get with my man's like, yo, bro, like what's up? Like I get respect and legacy, but I've been here for like 10-15 years now.
During his next performance review, he's like, all right, so there's a couple things we gotta do. We gotta change the name of the Lookout. I need the naming rights.
Facts. So we gonna start that petition. So we cut back to Dende's Lookout.
Yeah, we'll show him respect here on the pod.
Exactly. Look, pretty soon, you gonna see soon. Asuka probably gonna take over. It's about to be Asuka's Lookout. They gonna change that day one.
Yeah, right.
He gonna get there before he signed the contract. Like, yo, we need to change his name before I come through.
Like, hold on. What are we doing here?
Like, I could have asked for that
this whole time.
The whole time. So we cut back to Dende's Lookout, and it's a pretty funny panel. So I guess off screen or off book, they kind of like filled everybody in on everything that's been going on in like the past week, and Krillin's like, fuck. I just been at work.
Right. I've been patrolling the streets. That's it.
Yeah, he's like, I slept in today. And y'all been doing all this. Like,
my
that's
day off.
crazy. Like, my bad. Why ain't y'all called me? Like, why ain't y'all called me?
Right.
So Jocko's filling everybody on the lookout in on what's been happening. And they're like, but we need to rally the troops. Like, we need to call everybody. Like, go get Gohan. It's funny how in this scene they're like, rally the troops. And Piccolo, Krillin are already there, and then it really just stops at, oh, we'll get Gohan. Like when Goku and Vegeta are off world, it's slim pickings.
It's so funny too because when they are on that panel, Krillin goes, oh well, he's got a lecture right now, so he's not available. But it's just so funny because it's like, no, we're not talking about you pulling up to the function. We talking about you protecting Earth. Nah, he got a lecture. You're not gonna be
save the function.
Like you're not gonna be able to continue your job lecturing and being a professor if the Earth's gone. Like if people are dead.
Facts.
So.
Yeah, and we don't gotta get too deep into it, but it's like I don't even know if it's intentional, and knowing Toriyama Torotaro is probably not, but they'll like Kevin Feige and be like, oh, that's what we meant all the time. But it's like, it's funny how like we're like in this spiritual awakening of like mental health and everything, and it's just like, if you look at Gohan's priorities, that's totally Chi-Chi's toxic overbearingness. Like the fact he's like, oh, the world's in trouble, but I need to finish this lecture. It's just like, your mom's expectations on you. Like even now, it's still just like in the back of his head, like, fuck, we're Earth's in trouble. All right, damn, but I still got like 10 minutes left. Like, and I'll get up with him.
And he's spoiled that he knows that Goku is always going to just show up and save the day. So it's just like, he's like, even if I do got to step in, I just got to, hold him off until Goku shows up. Like, it's just, there's no sense of urgency with him ever when it comes to these events.
I just wonder what that phone call was. Like somebody probably texted him like SOS, and he was just like, "Where's Dad?" That was his response. Like, "Where's my dad?"
Yeah, he's in the middle of teaching like chemistry or some shit, and then he gets a call from Krillin and just sends it right to voicemail.
Yeah, he reject. He screened the call at first. You already know.
Like there's just explosions and shit happening outside the university, and he's just continuing to go on. Like, yo, my man, can't you do something about this? Like, yo, this shit's about to get bombed. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he sends back. He's just like, oh, where's my dad? They're like off world. He's like, fuck. God damn it.
All right, everybody. Just open up your books and I'll be back.
Another funny one. So Trav already kind of spoiled the joke last week, but when they're talking about like who they should call, that's when they're like, yo, let's hit up TN, and they're like, oh, he don't got no phone. Like we can't hit up TN. Correct me if I'm wrong, Trav, and this is definitely an oversight if what I'm thinking is true. Don't Namekians have the ability to like speak telepathy to anyone, or is it just other Namekians? Can they reach people mentally?
I thought it was to anyone, but it might just be to Namekians, and I think we're probably just thinking of like King Kai always just telepathically speaking to people, because I don't remember Piccolo doing that really too much. I just know that he has really good hearing, so
right, okay, yeah, it might be King Kai that I'm thinking about then, because I was just like, why didn't anyone just hey yo boy? Or
like they know where he's located and they all can fly and get places fast, so I don't know, maybe just head over there.
Yeah, they definitely can, like especially with Universe 7's mortal level being so low, Tien's probably one of the stronger people. Y'all can probably sense him easily. Like, all right, I got him.
They're like, he doesn't have a cell phone. Well, and like, y'all really don't need cell phones if you're really trying to get in contact with someone.
Facts. Y'all fly. quite fast. But it was a funny thing where they're like, yo, let's hit up TN, and it's, oh, he don't got no phone. They're like, dang. It's because they're like mad, like, shit, we need TN. And then Krillin goes like, yo, should we call Yamcha? And nobody says anything.
they said y'all said something. Y'all hear it?
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, Jocko's here. What's up, Jocko?
Nah, man, they always be doing Yamcha dirty, and Yamcha be wanting to get in the smoke sometimes, and they're just like, nah, you good, bro. Just stay home.
Facts. I don't know if it was just like a character panel. You know, sometimes the cover to the manga chapters be like kind of like really cool fan drawings. Is Yamcha a professional baseball player, or am I just remembering just like him in a baseball outfit for something?
I believe he was, or he he's really good at baseball. I think he was a professional baseball player.
Yeah. I only bring that up because I'm thinking of like the Z Power skill set. Like even at a bare minimum, they're super strong, super fast, super heightened sense. How are you not like the most famous person in the universe?
Yeah.
Like, how are you not like the dirtiest baseball player of all time?
Right.
You know?
He wouldn't even need to come up with like a curveball or anything. Just throw a fastball fast as shit.
Like just flick the ball. It's just gonna
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I'm like, how was it like he like a mega celebrity?
Right. How was he just chilling under the radar the whole time?
Yeah, my man should be like the Michael Jordan of Universe 7. Like he got a super athlete.
That is a really good point, especially him too. When like he was like a playboy, so like you would think he would want that, but I mean,
right?
They dropped the ball there.
You a wild boy if you like one of the stronger people and you like suppress your power to play baseball, like to be a mid baseball player.
Right. Like I could get it like during like boring regular season games when you want to make things interesting. You're like, all right, I'll throw it at like 1% of my power. But then like to just not be dominant and just like that'd be nasty if you were just like, nah, I don't want to do that.
It's like it's like I think to the scene at the end of the Incredibles movie where like Dash had to lose on purpose.
Yes.
But it's like at least with that, it's like it's a secret identity. So that's like I can't just be cooking people in track every race. So they're gonna like put two and two together. But like Z fighters are like openly powered. Like, it's like you kind of exist in the world. People saw you at the Cell games. Like they know these types of beings. Y'all live with aliens. Like live regularly with aliens. So it's just like, let me play a professional sport that I'm clearly head and shoulders better than everybody and just be trash. Wait, that made me just think of another point. We're on this way too long, but my brain's like, it's just like with the Z fighters being so powerful and so public, who let him get drafted into the baseball league? I'm like, no, that's a cheat code. Like, he can't play.
Yamcha found the Dragon Balls and wished for everyone's memory to be erased about him. So,
we just cracked the code. That's why Yamcha's the only character that changes his hair so much. So they don't know it's him.
Like, wait, hold on. Who's that bull again?
Either my name's Steve.
Just the most generic name.
It's like, hey, you look like that guy. Nah, damn, bro. And that's why Yamcha wasn't at the Cell games. He couldn't be on camera. Damn, we just cracked the code. Yamcha has a secret identity as a mid baseball player. That's why he won't be at none of the major events. And
he always seems very, very cozy and content with his life. He never seems like he's struggling. He always just seems like, he got his bread and was like, all right, cool, I'm good.
We just cracked the code. That's why my man changes his hairstyle, because anytime he might have been seen flying around or fighting aliens, they'd be like, oh, that's the bull from the such and such, the West City Rangers. And he's like, oh shit, haircut. Like, nah, that wasn't me.
Yamcha might have really cracked the code on how to like really live the life with Z fighters, because it's like he never gets called to fight or do anything, but he's tight with all the Z fighters. So like, if thing were to pop off, he's got them, but he's strong enough where he could fuck up any regular human being, and he's able to live his cozy life. So yeah, you know what? Hey, Yamcha might have gotten murked in the beginning, but hey, he did his parts in the beginning, and now it's like, all right, I'm cool. Like
that death by Cyberman really gave him PTSD. He's like, yeah, this ain't for me. This ain't for me.
And then when he was just like chilling, and then Cell arrived and stabbed him through his chest, like
Dr. Gero.
Dr. Gero, yeah. It just drained all his energy.
That's facts. Like from Yeah, because he didn't spin at all from the Saiyan saga all the way to the Android saga. Yo, the one time he come off the bench, he was like, you know what? I haven't helped my mans out in like 10 years. Let me just, all y'all need is just a search party. I got you. Murked. And he's like, this is why I play baseball.
He got called in for garbage minutes during a blowout game and tore his ACL.
Facts. He like tore it himself.
Yeah.
Like, he just like punched himself in the knees. Injury. What a riff.
I think
back to the manga. What were you about to say, bro?
I think it'd be a good time to take a quick break for a moment from a message from our sponsors.
I'm with it.
Hi there, they call me the Governor, and I will be reacting to episodes of the final season of The Walking Dead, exclusively on the Fandom Spotlight YouTube channel. It's more fun than losing an eye, trust me on that. Check me out weekly when new episodes of The Walking Dead air. Have fun and follow your fandom.
And we're back.
I thought it was a good time to knock that joint out early.
No, that was perfect. knock it out the park. I see what you did there, bro. Double entendre. Don't ask him how. I see you, boy. He said them 2 weeks off. I came back rejuvenated, refreshed, ready to work. Shannon Sharp. I thought you were saying A. Smith, bro. You saying Sharp? Skill.
Saying Sharp.
Skill. He said, no, don't do that.
Super Saiyan Sharp. That's my next talent.
Super Saiyan Sharp.
that triple.
Let's go. Let's go. SSJ. Let's get him. So moral of the story, they don't recruit Yamcha to play for the Z Fighters.
He will not show up, y'all. He's not coming.
At all. So Jocko pulls up after Bulma's kind of briefed everybody. Well, she called Jocko, got the skinny, and then she kind of relayed the message to everybody. Jocko does pull up in his little PT Cruiser with my man Eska, getting more screen time. They are setting up this man for greatness. He is the chosen one. He's just out here. LeBron James of the Universe 7, just, the hype is high. He has a lot to live up to. Let's see if he can do it when he finally gets there.
Build him up.
Then they sweat. Yeah. Then they sweat, and he was like, "Yo, they didn't give me this type of fanfare."
Right. They got the young prospect coming up. They said, "Yo, he about to take your spot, boy."
Drafted right out of middle school. He's like, shit. Facts. But Eska and Dende have a little moment, and they're like, hey, genocide. Genocide, am I right?
He said, you went through it too?
Yeah, absolutely. But Eska comes in, he comes in guns blazing. He's like, yo, I'm ready to help restore peace to the galaxy. Like, what's up? Let's get it. Like, I'm ready to work. And in that one sentence, he's already more proactive than Dende's ever been his whole time on Earth as the Guardian. Dende is a very reactive lookout watcher.
Yeah, a lot of the people in charge on planet Earth and Universe 7 are very reactive.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a little moment where Jocko sees the Macarena gang, and they kind of have a back and forth. And he makes a comment. He was just like, "Yo, some people are just meant to be in cages." Yeah. I'm like, whoa.
Well, damn. All right.
Right? They didn't read the room when that line got approved. but they have a little back and forth, and he's like, yeah, you guys are going like right back to prison and whatnot. And then he was just like, you worried about the wrong thing, brother. He was just like, we was just here to steal some liquid gold, some gasoline, because it's the Middle East out here. Gas prices is too high. Like we needed it. We out here siphoning gas tanks. That's what we trying to do.
Damn near $5.
You worried about us? Man, I heard this shit's like $7 in LA.
Crazy with that.
I'm buying a bike. I'm not even buying a bike. Gas too expensive to have a bike. I don't know how. that math just maths. I'm walking everywhere. But the Macarena gang's just like, yo, you worried about us? Like you sitting here, you talking shit to me while I'm behind bars? He was just like, squad's on the way. The A team's on the way.
Yeah, right.
The bench. Like, we was over there chilling with Yamcha.
Right. He said there's no third option. You either follow the bull or get killed. I said, oh, all right.
Facts.
All right.
So they let Jocko know. They was like, yo, Moro's on the way. Like, and then Jocko's just like, shit. Like, who dropped the ball? Who let them call Moro? And Piccolo's just like, yeah, my
Once
bad.
Once again, uncharacteristic of Piccolo, man.
Very, very uncharacteristic. And that kind of goes back to what we were saying, how stupid that whole interaction was. How he catches him, lets him go just to re-catch him, just to give him like that split second to call Moro. That could have been done so many different ways. Like, so many different ways. Yeah. So that was just like 5 pages of wasted.
They still
space.
could have had those Moro, the rest of Moro's henchmen show up without like having that stupidity.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't have questioned it.
Absolutely. So we cut to the A team. Sagambo's big hitters. It's the guy Sashimi Roll.
Shishimaka.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna read.
Shemeka?
I'm gonna read it
Shomeka?
right off the paper. It's Shimoreka is the little guy's name, and he was the guy who was on Planet Zune doing Moro's signature nail slash move out here killing guys.
Fucking up the Pui Pui
and
gang.
then we have the Pui Pui gang. Very weak squad. So we have Shimoreka. He kind of looks like a little fireball with arms and legs. We got a big panda looking guy named Yunba. He kind of looks like Mickey Mouse on roids. And then we got our good old bull 7-3.
OG7-3. That is a tough name.
OG. That's literally his name. OG731.
Yeah.
Is actually what his name is. So we get a panel of them flying through space, and they're on their way to Earth because they got the call from the Macarena gang. And another part that Trav had kind of said last week, because last week's chapter was kind of ass. They got obviously the boy Yumba. He's a heavy set guy, and they make him the character that loves food. Real original.
Yeah. Wow, crazy.
Real. What a big guy who wants to eat. What a recycled Dragon Ball Z trope. But so he's just like, yo, do you think this planet Earth has good food? And they're like, oh, well, I mean, we'll see. We about to pull up. You know, we're gonna see if they got some good stuff. And in 7-3, we do learn he is a synthetic being. He's an android, so he kind of just already has this information on Earth, which is referred to as planet 4032 Green 877 is what Earth's designation is in Universe 7.
Just came up with numbers and shit for that now. Like, all right.
Yeah, facts. They just like, yo, give us a name quick. Yeah, third planet from the sun. So it's their Earth, same location as our Earth, everything, all that good stuff. So they're on their way there. They're like, place sounds boring, but 7-3, this kind of goes back to a reused Dragon Ball Z trope as well. 7-3 pulls up a point that the data that they have on Earth is that it's basically an inferior backwater planet, essentially. It's the slums of the universe. But he does say that, our data on this planet is outdated. And that seems to be everybody's data in Dragon Ball lore. I like, who updates these books?
Right. I mean, my man was locked up for a minute, so he might have
very, very true.
He might have gotten locked up when Earth was still at its dinosaur and Neanderthal stage.
But it's just like, I feel like they did this with Dr. Gero. I feel like they did this in the Majin Buu saga. It's always people coming down to Earth and being like, oh, I didn't know Earth had such strong beings. And I was just like, the guys who are like galactically known for saving this planet over and over and over and over again, and no one updates the file.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got dudes who are defeating universal threats, and you would think that maybe the database should be updated after that point. I don't know, just maybe.
Yeah. Absolutely, you would think. Particularly like after the Boo saga, where he wiped out all of Earth's population and they reversed it, brought everybody back. Did the galaxy spirit bomb.
It's funny because it's like with Boo, it's like the whole universe knows about the threat to Boo. Like Frieza was told, 2 people you don't mess with, Beerus and Boo.
Yeah.
And so like you would think once this being is wiped out from the universe, I wonder who did it. Well, they gone, so we don't worry about it.
Yeah. Who off them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's just so funny that every time people pull up on Earth, they just when did Earthlings get so strong? Or I didn't know this planet got down like this.
It's like, huh?
Like,
what?
And even more so, it's just like because Universe 7's mortal level is so low, I feel like that would make them stick out, that they have like such astronomically strong people. Right. It's like, it's one thing if your pen is just full of yoked motherfuckers. It's just like, you just blend in the crowd, but it's just like, all right, everybody's trash except for like these 10 people. Right. I'd be like, oh, the planet that got them strong motherfuckers? Like, yeah. I know about Earth. I've heard about Earth.
I know the ball.
Nah, but that's a great point, Trav, about like how Majin Buu was like was universally feared, and then it's just like they got snuffed out by Earth, and no one was just like, yo, who took him off the board?
Who eliminated him?
Like, I heard Majin Buu was dead, like, or even Frieza.
Right, yeah, right. It's like, yo, you hear they dead? Oh, word, cool, all right, bet. And then they just kept it moving,
like. Yeah, like Frieza's essentially like a space pirate, right? Essentially, right. Like feared all over the cosmos, and he's been taken out twice by people associated with Earth. Like,
3 times.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Resurrection. I forgot all about that. Yeah, 3 times. So yeah, that's really funny. So Jocko, as the Sagambo's Black Galactic Brigade, S Club 7, whatever his squad's name is, as they're on their way to Earth, Jocko's kind of filling them in, letting them know, and he was just like, but that one you really want to watch out for is that boy OG7 3. And they're like, wow, like, what's up with him? And he's like, yeah, like, he's a synthetic being, like, he has no soul, he's just all information, and he has the ability to steal your powers. And they're just like, oh, what you mean? He's just like, yeah, like, if he gets a hold of you by your neck, he can take your powers for up to 30 minutes, and he basically, like, copies you to a T. I wonder if he copies your power level, too. Yeah. Or if it's just, like, his deep-ass power level plus your power. Like, I wonder, like... how
they allude to that he does copy your power level, because when he fights Piccolo in this chapter, they tell Piccolo, or Jocko tells Piccolo that he also will have your power and strength at the same time.
All right, but he doesn't run out of energy. Because in my brain, I'm like, if he matches your power level, shouldn't it always come to like a stalemate if he's like matching you? But yeah, he doesn't run out of energy. So it's pretty much just. What's the term? Had a whole brain blank. Jesus, that's how you know it's early in the morning. Yeah, stalls you out. That's what I was like. He pretty much just stalls you out, because it's like, he'll match your power level. He just copies you verbatim, essentially, not your appearance. He still looks like him, which we always encourage you. On top of the world building that they do in this arc, just a lot of these villains are really cool to look at. Yeah. Like, and then like different types of designs than what we're used to. So, we've been just seeing the same characters regurgitated for the past 20 some years. Right. Just seeing like these new character designs is dope. So we kind of transition over to what's going on with Sagambo's gang, and they're on this porcupine planet with, again, some really cool looking porcupine aliens, and they're pretty much just doing their looting thing, just kind of just going crazy, taking all the gold, eating up all the food, and they're pretty much they were making a pit stop. Got that part. As they're driving to Earth, the boy Yambo, he was just like, yo, I'm hungry. Like, I can't cook if I'm hungry. See what I did there? Double entendre. Don't ask me how to do. And then it was just like, all right. There's like, all right, we'll take a little quick pit stop. Stop at this porcupine planet. And they pretty much just show 7-3 in action. They want to just kind of give us a sneak peek into what he can do. And on his own, that's a bad man. Like, he's pretty much, cooking. We saw him briefly commit mass homicide on Planet Zoom to the Poi Poi Squad, and so we kind of we picked up right where we left off with that. He's just kind of cooking, putting in work, tearing these porcupine people up. They're shooting their quills at him. He's using like their brethren as shields, and it's crazy. And then we get a sneak peek into the power that Jocko was referencing as like he can copy.
Yeah.
So he pretty much, if he grips you up by the back of your neck specifically, so it's mad
wow,
disrespectful.
He just gripped. He did
by the back of your neck.
He did what Giannis tried doing to Jaylen Brown yesterday in the game. That was wild disrespectful. Wild disrespectful.
Series tied up. What I told you about that when we was recording.
That's true.
I was them Celtics, they ain't playing. But he doesn't grab you, choke you like regular, like Dr. Giro style. No, he young boys. He grips you by the nape of your neck. He's like, yo, give me your shit. Bring your pockets.
give me your damn lunch money.
Give me your lunch money. So he grabs you by the back of your neck. And he pretty much he has like this jewel in the middle of his forehead, and it shows a image of the power that he's currently occupying at the moment. So real cool scene. He steals one of the porcupine people's powers, and he got like the quills on his back, and he just starts pretty much murking everybody. And then it shows that they pretty much wiped out the whole thing. They're like, yeah, this planet was chilling. If Maro want a little appetite dessert, this ain't really like nothing crazy. If you want to come like swoop up and grab these, feel free. And then as they're leaving, they pretty much see this porcupine who apparently they have another set of power where they kind of have like Doctor Strange portals that they can go through.
Long helped them out.
And yeah, exactly. They're kind of trying to escape. Yeah. You see like kind of like a child, a family that's trying to get away, and they kind of like got these porcupine portals. That's what we're going to call them. And to kind of get through, to just travel through the universe. So in a really funny, Toritaro, if he was responsible for this was kind of funny. So Jocko's saying like it's going to take them about a week to get here from where they're at by spaceship. Right. And Krillin's just like, all right, bet I'm a train Piccolo. He's just like, Piccolo, you gonna train? Piccolo's like, I always train.
but doesn't seem to get stronger. But all right.
Yo, power level stuck. Hopefully Dragon Ball superheroes will rectify that with smooth Piccolo.
Yeah, exfoliated Piccolo.
Light skin Piccolo. So Jocko's just like, it's gonna take about a week to get here, and then they're like, all right, bet we can try and make something happen with a week. A hyperbolic time chamber, we could all get a gear in. It's then the third. Krillin's just like, yeah, I'm about to start training. How about you, Piccolo? Piccolo's like, yo, stay ready, so you don't gotta get ready, boy. Like, what is you doing? Like, I get that you got me like a kid, but you doing too much. Like, you holding us down. Right as Jocko says that, porcupine portal. Yep. And the squad shows up right there, and it's funny. And then here goes back to the logic again, because Jocko was saying like, oh, it'll take them a week to get here. Squad shows up in like 3 seconds, 1 minute instead of 1 week, and it's kind of like a moment where the Z Fighters are like, oh, who these guys? Hasn't been a week, like, who these? And then Jocko's like, oh shit, that's them. And they're like, motherfucker, there ain't been no week.
You said, wait, well, I guess we're not training.
Yeah, Krillin was like, shit. Yeah, so we get I forgot their names literally that fast, but we get the 3 bandits that show 7-3 is 7-3 in the gang.
7-3s were the important one.
Yeah. So 7-3 in the gang show up, and they're like, look, it's the Macarena gang. And if you remember 2 episodes back, we had said that when that mass breakout had happened, the Macarena gang, they was kind of like, oh yeah, what y'all doing is that's too big league for us. We don't want to get busy with y'all. Like, we just we'll do the stealing part on our end. We're not killing nobody.
Money, that's it. Loot and make money.
Yeah, essentially. So they was just like, Moro's rules to his gang was just like, yeah, you can guys go go take over the planet, go colonize. You can have whatever gold you want when you're done. Let me know. The Macarena gang was just like, yeah, we all for the looting. We not about to colonize nobody. Like we don't got hands. We don't got hands like that. We got little pistols.
So we not here for that.
You know, Goku's weakness, but the world might not be weak to pistols. The universe weaknesses in pistols. That's just Goku.
Only Goku.
Yeah. Only Goku specifically can understand the concept of guns.
Yeah.
That's it. So the little guy, Shishomaru, like whatever his name is, he goes up to the Macarena gang and they're like, hey, my guy, Paisan, like appreciate you, like get us out of here. And he's just like, yeah, I got a message for y'all from Moro. It ain't from me. I promise y'all, it's not me. But he's just like, yeah, y'all some traitors. Goodbye. It's time for y'all to go. And he goes to like wipe him out.
Says send him
Piccolo
this anyway.
young bulls him. He just grips him up and he's just yeah, right. Piccolo's just like, yeah, nah, ain't no violence on the sanctuary. I don't know when that rule took effect because they stay fighting on the lookout.
When he was trading Goten and Trunks to fight against Super Buu on the lookout, like they specifically told him to wait on the lookout and then they'll be back with Gotenks to fight.
Oh, so that made up rule for convenience. It just kind of is stuck.
Piccolo's like, yeah, I'm making the rule book now. Fuck it.
He's like, you know what? He's like, I like that there's no fighting up here. It's mutual. It's Switzerland. It's neutral ground.
He's been enjoying the peace up there. He's been enjoying the peace up there.
It's a place to parlay. Like we ain't allowed to fight up here. But yeah, Piccolo stops Shishomaru, which that's not his name. So Inuyasha fans don't come for me. I just don't remember what his name is, and I'm trying to be efficient, so I'm not gonna scroll back and have dead air and go read it. So Piccolo's just like, yeah, like no fighting on the lookout, and the bull's like, yo, like don't touch me, Green Bull. Like I don't even know you like that. Like we can't. I'm doing my job. Like you stop me from doing my job.
So who the
bro.
fuck is you?
Right? Facts. And then he's like, no evildoers allowed on planet Earth. Like planet Earth is evildoer, ne'er-do-well, a magnet. Like all the evildoers come to Earth, Piccolo. So that bar don't work. I guess Piccolo was just like, you know, like he just wanted to try it to see if it would work. He's like, you know what? We always try to fight first. Let's see if we just ask them to leave. Maybe they'll leave.
It's like, hey, maybe if we ask them to dip, they'll dip.
Yo, what if they did leave? He's like, huh? Why haven't we been doing that?
It was that easy, huh?
We should have just been asking motherfuckers to just leave. Like, now we know. Learning experience. So yeah, so we asked him to leave, and Jocko's very specifically. Jocko is kind of a bumbling idiot and kind of just, you know, he's all over the place. But he was very, very precise and coherent and on the ball when he said, under no circumstances do you let 7-3 grab you by the neck. Not one. He was like, you could do anything else in this life. Don't let 7-3 grab you by the neck.
He conveniently mentions that after 7-3 grabs Piccolo by the neck.
No, he said it before. When they was he said that he gets caught. Yeah, remember they were talking about the cut to the porcupine people was that he was saying that he can copy your powers for up to 30 minutes.
Yeah, but he didn't say how he does it. Because,
oh really?
Because when Piccolo gets his techniques copied, Jocko's like, you shouldn't have let him grab me by your neck. And Piccolo's like, well, that would have been he would have told me that before.
No, yeah, look. It said he can steal other people's powers by grabbing their necks, and then the stolen powers last for 30 minutes. That was on the page where on the porcupine people page.
Well,
Piccolo
wasn't listening.
Yeah, it was literally the page where they're leaving the porcupine people. Is when he says that. But this kind of goes back to what you were saying, Trav. Like Piccolo acting real weird. This arc.
That's what I'm saying. Like he just really explained that, and he was just like, "What?"
Look, it's so uncharacteristic. He made you think that the explanation came after, because how Piccolo get caught slacking like that?
You know what? It was Jocko forgot to tell him that he has infinite stamina.
Yeah, that was the part that didn't come up. That comes up later in the battle. But so Piccolo gets caught slacking. Who knows how, but he gets caught slacking. And then we see 7-3. He young bulls Piccolo, steals his power, and then he comes. Yeah. Exactly. So after he steals Piccolo's power, he comes right out the gate with the big move, special beam cannon. He don't even try no Masenko, no scatter shot, no light grenade.
No Hellstone grenade, nothing.
Yeah, he's like, let me hit you with your signature move.
He's like, all right, bet.
So he bangs on him with the special beam cannon, shoots a hole through the lookout. Piccolo's probably like, my floor. Dende's like, my floors. He's sick. He's like, yo, I can't have nothing nice. I can't have a planet.
Should have never gave you niggas money.
Yeah, it's like, if you look at Dende's, like, I mean, like what he's had to deal with, like he lost New Namek, got drafted. I mean, he lost old Namek, got drafted off a new Namek to come take up for Kami, and now it's like his lookout's getting destroyed again. And he's just like, my guy, come on.
Right.
Like,
I just
y'all
cleaned
can't
the
take
house.
this somewhere else. Yeah, it's like, and it's funny because, you know, like the location of the lookout, all the Z fighters can fly. There's infinite sky around us. Just go that way.
Yeah.
Like, just go off the lookout.
Fight somewhere else.
Yeah, so much space. We're outside essentially. Like, just get out of here, yo. So 7-3 shoots the special beam cannon and everything, and then they're like, you know, fuck, you fucked up. And then he's doing like Piccolo's arm stretching move. Piccolo doesn't use that a lot, like his stretching limbs.
And it's a very useful technique too.
1000%, especially if you're trying to like keep space like from like an opponent, like 7-3. Hey, could have used the arm thing to keep him from grabbing his neck.
We forget that he has that ability so many times until he does it.
All the time I forget that he can do that. So he actually punches Piccolo, and then they're like, he punches Jocko off the lookout, and Piccolo, and the paternal great dad that he is, leaps to his safety. You know, jumps off. 7-3 goes to follow him. Then we got the boy Yumba. He eyes Krillin, because Krillin's like, Piccolo, wait. Like, he's like, one band, one sound. And Yumba's just like, all right, well, you know, I guess I'll let Booby spin over here too. So he attacks Krillin, starts beating him up. Jocko, you are correct about one thing, Trav. Like, Jocko does always forget to tell people kind of important information. Like, Jocko has boot rockets,
and then gets mad at the person he didn't tell the information to.
Exactly. So Piccolo's just like, yo, you could fly the whole time. He's like, yeah. I mean, here, little here and there.
Right.
Like, and Piccolo's just like, you ain't just see me just separate from the group so I can come save you. Like, could have said like, oh, I got rockets. Like, as you falling off, like, I'm good. Right. So 7-3 comes down, meets Piccolo. They're now off the lookout, down on the ground and whatnot, what have you. And fisticuffs ensue, and we see like this kind of really cool panel of the arm stretching move that 7-3 was just like, oh, you don't use this, let me use this too much, let me do it. So they kind of go hand in hand, start
they
doing
only got 30 minutes,
arm stretching
use
techniques.
Everything.
In fact, he's like, me run the wheel.
Right.
Let me try all your moves, even the shit that I don't really care about. let me just see what this combination does. It's like when you first get a fighting game and you like on that practice screen, you just do all the combos just to see what they look like.
Button mashing.
He's like, all right, up, down, square, left, triangle, right. All right, cool. Like, you just want to see what all the moves look like in the game. So so they're doing like this pretty cool, awesome long arm fight and swinging each other around. Some headbutts are thrown. Nobody wins in a headbutt.
Never.
Movies be bullshitting when headbutts get off and like the person that did the headbutt's cool.
Right.
It's a lie. So Jocko, trying to be Jocko, does pull his little gun out, and he's just like, it works on Goku. Let me see what this John do and get it in. And then Shishomaru pulls up, comes in, steals the gun. Let's stand the third, and then Jocko act like he about to get cooking. He looked like he about to do something. He even tries to get the gun back. He's like, you small, I'm small. Like, we could probably get it. So again, this is a lot of action, so there's not a lot of talking. So as always, we always encourage you guys to go look at these panels yourself, because as we always praise Torotaro, his fighting panels are pretty awesome. Sagambo, 7-3, another power another power that Piccolo never uses, the mouth beam that his dad was so famous for.
I've really seen it
Piccolo
since
never
the
uses.
beginning of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, facts. King Piccolo, that was his shit. He was like, you gonna get this mouth beam, freak boy,
for real.
freak boy. So we cut back to the lookout where Yumba and Krillin are fighting. Bulma's just like, yo, Hercule, go help my mans out. And Hercule's just like, bro, like, you know I'm cooked. Like, I was cooked back in the Cell Saga in my prime. Like, you know, I'm definitely washed now.
In my life.
Exactly. So again, more fighting, not a lot of words. So our description aren't going to do it justice. Please go read it for yourself. We get a special beam cannon battle. The bull Yumba is like kind of like a ball, and he just kind of jumps around, doing all that fun stuff like a ball. Of course, they made the fat guy like a bouncy ball. Like, of course, that's something that they did here. And then this is the part that Trav was referencing before. Is they're engaged in a special beam cannon battle, and Piccolo's just like, how much, like, Jocko's pretty much saying like, yo, you just have to like last out 30 minutes, and then he won't have powers no more, and then you'll get the upper hand. So Piccolo's just like, all right, I'm gonna try. But then Jocko like throws out this little nugget. Oh yeah, he has infinite energy, by the way.
Like, well, that's helpful. Not really.
Yeah. Thanks. So they're literally in an energy battle, and Piccolo's losing, and Jocko's just like, yeah, he has infinite energy and whatnot, what have you, and he loses. You know, we see the key struggle that Dragon Ball's always been famous for, and Piccolo loses the battle, but nothing happens. Like the special beam cannon just kind of flows through, and Jocko's just like, oh shit, like where'd Piccolo go? Did he get disintegrated? No. Piccolo's son comes through in the clutch. That's right. Son Gohan, or Piccolo Gohan, just because you know your last name goes first. Yeah. He comes through and saves his dad in Jocko's height.
Let the class out early.
Exactly. I let everybody leave a little bit early so I could come here. So he shows up. You know, Piccolo's just like, yo, invaders, Earth's in trouble. Your dad's not here. You're the strongest fighter right now. Like, we need you. And then the chapter closes out with Miras and Goku back training in the 3-day, the Reggie, the hyperbolic time chamber light, the hyperbolic time chamber,
time chamber express.
Yeah, facts. That's the hyperbolic time chamber you catch in the gas station on the highway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a little, it's the mini jump.
Yeah, it's a quick mark of time chambers.
1000%. So Goku's getting his ass whooped, but he's still unable to obtain that ultra instinct, get back to that form, and Miras is trying to help him get it. And he was just like, you know, there's more ways than it's more than just trying to clear your thoughts. Like, you also have to, you know, want to like have the will to survive. And he was just like, you were stressed out when you activated the first time, right? He was like, yeah, hell yeah. And then he was just like, all right, bet. He was just like, I'm gonna help you recreate that scenario, life or death situation. And Goku's just like, all right, well, that means you're really gonna have to try to kill me. He was just like, yes, that's exactly what I'm about to try to do.
He's like, that's what I said.
Yeah. And then the last page we get is a pretty cool layup for what's coming up. We do see Vegeta also training on Yardrat, which is why we said that this episode could have essentially also been referred to as Goku and Vegeta's training. And we see Vegeta kind of balancing on a needle, and they're saying that he needs to stay up there till his spirit becomes balanced. And he was just like, well, damn, how long was Goku up here? And it was just like 150 days. And he was just like, you know, Vegeta, not that we have the time. He was just like, in his brain, you know, he's thinking, I could beat that.
Always trying to compete.
I could definitely beat that. Facts. But yeah, we actually felt a lot more. It's that damn Yamcha baseball rant. We felt a lot more time. So, you know, we always like to try to keep you company on your ride to and or coming from work, or even on your lunch break. So we're not going to keep this running out too long. So my good brother Trav, you know what we do at the end of these episodes. On a scale of 1 to 7 stars, what are you giving this chapter?
I'll give this one a 5, just because the last two I thought were major duds, and this one, you know, I'm always going to be an advocate of non-Goku and Vegeta fights. So seeing 7-3 show off his unique abilities, seeing Piccolo back in action, even though, you know, he kind of is just breaking even in the fight, but still, I did like this chapter, and I think coming off the last two, I think that's what made me like it more, just because it was like you were just wondering where things were going at this point when you were initially reading.
Love it. I'm gonna go. I did like this chapter a lot. I totally agree with you on point in terms of like the fighting panels are always fire, and just getting to see new people, new fighting styles, new powers, just to just kind of spin is always good. I'm gonna say 4.5 for me for this one, only because just like last week, it seems that there's always like 2 to 3 pages that kind of undo each other. That could have just been 1 page. Right. It's just like your way. You could have just gave us more fight, like for this. So there were a couple times during this chapter where there was like a page that was said just to kind of throw out like a funny line that literally got undone by like 2 pages later, or repeated. So just with that, the repetition, I'll give it a 4.5. What are you going to say?
I just said one closing thought I want to add is that whenever there's a future, or if there's like a future tournament of power where like you can expand the team rosters and everything, I really want them to like actually go on like a universal recruitment, because like if you have like, even if these porcupine dudes or whatever are not that strong, they have unique abilities such as like that warp ability that they have. But like if you can have a warp and like have like one of the Z fighters fly through and like punch somebody, like they've just introduced so many different beings and abilities of Universe 7 where like if there is going to be like some sort of multiversal tournament or something like that, please expand it outside of Earth and the Z fighters.
Yeah, they could just warp holes underneath people, just drop them off the board.
Like, there's definitely
win that joint in like 10 seconds.
Exactly.
But that's mega facts. All right, guys, but we kind of gave you a longer episode, so for a longer drive to work, you're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, we were gone, so we're just making up for lost time.
1000%. We missed y'all. We hope that y'all missed us. We are nothing without you, the lifers. But we gonna close this bitch out. Trav, before I say my trademark line, is there anything that you would like to say to the people?
Drink more water and exfoliate.
Hey, and mind your motherfucking business. Life will be so much more peaceful. But as always, I have been Mr. Matty Ice, Bro G to the Prince of All Saiyans. He is Saiyan A Smith, Super Saiyan Sharp.
Yes, sir.
New nickname alert on the 1s and 2s. As always, because we always forget this, please like and subscribe. Smash that like button.
Like and subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at DB4L_pod. That is DB4L_pod. Yeah, Meme Mondays every Monday. Play with us. Send us some memes. Comment. Let us know if there's some things that you want us to talk about. Like I said, please do. We won't be covering Dragon Ball for forever. We do also want to cover other animes and mangas. Just different properties. So we're definitely gonna switch it up. But we want to hear from you. Let us know what. Yeah, anime, manga. Just gonna smash that shit together. But that's the one. And we gonna end it on that note. Yeah, right. But like we always say, whether you watch it or you read it, we all need it. So follow your fandom right back here, and we will see you next time on Dragon Ball for Life. Dodon Ray. Shout outs to super producer Mikey.
Love you, Mikey.
Ash. Girl.
Bow.